Hey everybody, and happy whatever day it is for you. Today is Friday for me, which is the day that I typically do all of my meal preparation for the next week. Because this is a lighter day at work for me, I try to do a little bit more of some personal things. So, thought I'd take you for a little journey through the process. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook some tofu scramble. So I basically just have super firm tofu here that I just press by hand because there's not a lot of water or moisture content in the super firm. So it doesn't take a lot of time to press. We got the tofu nice and crispy. I like to go this extra mile because it dries out the tofu. So then I'm just gonna add this mixture, which basically is nutritional yeast. I think there's like a quarter cup in there. Salt and pepper to taste. Got about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Got some garlic powder, maybe a teaspoon of that as well. Same thing for onion powder. And then this is cashew milk. All right, while that is cooking, I think I'm gonna cut up some mushrooms and I'm gonna roast them in the oven. So my approach to cooking is to make it as simple as possible. I don't follow a lot of recipes. I don't measure anything, but that is based upon many, many years of watching the Food Network, Rachel Ray in particular, who does not measure anything. So she really taught me how to measure in my hand, and ever since then I've sort of just faded that out to eyeballing it. Also, I really just like to make like the bases. I like to do a rice, maybe some sort of potato, some sort of vegetable that's gonna hold up, like mushrooms or peppers and onions, and also a sauce and then a salad dressing, because that really allows me to make many different recipes with the sauce. With the rice, you can do many things with that. You can do fried rice, it could be a side for your curry, stir fries, the list goes on and on. So I really just like to keep it simple and make the bases and then diversify throughout the week, because there's nothing worse than eating the same thing every day, although that's pretty much what I typically do anyway. All right, here is how the mushrooms turned out. I just roasted them at 400 for, I don't know, like 15 minutes maybe. And then I just added some salt and pepper at the end. So I'm basically just gonna show you a way in which I use all of these ingredients. So I started with a bed of spinach at the bottom here, and then I added some white rice on top. Then we got the tofu scramble. These are mushrooms. This is one teeny little mini yellow pepper. Bunch of red onion, because it's my fave. And then some tomatoes. Also going to drizzle some of this bitchin'. This is like one of the most delicious sauces. Shout out to my friend Dana Kloft/Brower for the recommendation a handful of years ago. Probably bought like 300 of these since that recommendation was made, so definitely give it a try. That's it. This is probably my favorite way to enjoy tofu scramble, but I also put it in breakfast burritos, so I basically could just take the contents of this, put it in a burrito or a tortilla, call it good. Also do breakfast tacos and make breakfast pizza. I mean, I just also do some like breakfast potatoes. It's so good. I've eaten this every single day this week. So this is my 5th day in a row. Has not gotten old. It's so good. This is the perfect day to be inside in the kitchen. It is raining just a little bit. I'm about to make an apple spice snacking cake, so I'm very excited. All right, next up, I am gonna make Healthful Radiance's. So I don't know, I think that's right. Healthful Radiance. She has a spiced apple snacking cake recipe that I'm gonna make. I don't always make something sweet when I do meal prep, but if I do, it's typically like a banana bread because we use a lot of bananas, and when they are overripe, that is what I will do with them. So today is sort of just getting into the fall vibes. We are going to do 2 sheet pans of tofu. I basically just sliced it super thin. What we like to do with these is put them on sandwiches or in wraps, or I'll just eat them as is. Love eating it cold out of the fridge after it's sat for a little bit. So this is just some olive oil. I've got some nutritional yeast in here, salt, pepper, have a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, have some smoked paprika, also have some Italian seasoning, cayenne pepper, and fennel seed, also a little bit of sage. I know it's a lot, but basically I just want these to taste like a sausage. It's gonna be so good. Here is the tofu. This is one of the like thinner pieces, but whoo! I'm probably gonna eat the entire sheet pan.